You know, I don't know rather to call this a mild rant, because as I don't hate the film, I do think it's a bit of it's a mixed bag. I'm not in love with the film at all. I don't really care for it. There's interest, I could talk right. There's interesting elements in it. The concept of a babysitter being trapped overnight by an unknown assailant, struggles to stay safe as the hours tick by. She realizes that the greatest threat might be from the very children she's trying to protect. That's the plot. Pretty much this girl, Zoe, I guess it's like a rich family as well, a pretty wealthy family. But yeah, like they're in a hurry, I guess, to go to either, I guess, the brother-in-law's a wedding or something. They have 3 kids, 2 teenagers. Although, I guess one of them is going to college, but that's what they say anyway. But then there's kind of, is he really going to? I guess so, but then by the end it's like whatever. But yeah, you have her babysitting these 2 teens and 1 younger sister, who's like somewhat oblivious to what's going on. I swear, I get she's like really young, but like, come on. It's directed and written by 2 people, Nicholas David Brandt and Lisa Hamil. Hamil. The acting in this, I'll say, is not bad. Really, it's not really bad. If ain't like the lead actress who plays Zoe, if I can get her name. Holly Harris. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Wait. Oh, okay. I'm like, no. But yeah. I thought she did really good. I thought the spoilers, this is a spoiler review, because I can't really, the character of, Jack, the older brother anyway, I thought he did really well playing the, bad sibling. I mean, the movie's edited fine, except there's like one dream sequence which was kind of stupid. Could have been cut out of the film, really. It didn't amount to anything except, oh, she's dreaming of whatever. Like, it's based, like, because pretty much this whole movie takes place in this house, but it takes place really in a bathroom. And, you know, some movies you might can get away with that at a low budget, and this is a low budget film. I mean, it's more of a thriller. It's somewhat horror because of the circumstances, but I don't know, like, it left me kind of just, at the end, it was like, F this movie, because I don't like the ending of the downbeat. It's not really it's downbeat, but it's kind of bittersweet, if anything, because she's still alive, her and her boyfriend. I assume her boyfriend's still alive in the last shot with her, because, yeah, pretty much this family, the parents, I guess, are either oblivious to the fact that they're treated as if they're the way the brother says it, like they're not really involved in their lives. Like they're not really as there as they should be, especially with a mentally ill kid of theirs who's schizophrenic, paranoid as well, and like believes in like the government or whatever is like watching their house, or their family's on surveillance, and he thinks the babysitter might be in on it, so that's why he's going crazy. Like this whole movie is basically, it's sort of like When a Stranger Calls, but if or no, it's like the movie Better Watch Out, except that movie's way better, has a better ending as well. But, and granted, I did like the character of Zoe. I did like her. But there's some dumb elements in this where characters, you have a chance to, like, leave. But then I guess, even when towards the end, when they try to escape, like, the door is locked. So then, got to get the keys. But even so, like, break a freaking window. Sorry, I'm doing this at, like, 5 in the morning. Oh, I'm sorry, 6:20 in the morning. But yeah, I couldn't. But this whole movie, and then like Zoe's like the only likable character, because she's trying to keep calm of the younger, little sibling sister. Whereas the 15-year-old brother, who I swear, like, he's a junior quagmire, because all he does in this entire movie is either hit on the babysitter, or he's trying to peep at her going to the bathroom, or he even bribes her at one point when the brother's going crazy outside the bathroom door. Like, he wants to leave, he wants to get out of the bathroom. He's like, I'd rather die by my brother's hand than die of boredom. So he tries to open the door, and she's trying to block him, and he's like, show me your boobs. And I'm like, dude, I get like he's horny, like, teenager or whatever. But come on, are you serious, like, right now? And then there's these annoying instances where they bring up past incidences with Jack, such as I believe he either cut the ear off the brother at one point, and that's why he went to the emergency room, or he branded him, or did something to his ear, or something. But then they bring up, like, this other babysitter. They don't say what happened to her. You assume, I guess, Jack did something to her. They don't go into detail. And there's a lot of that. It's a lot of, we bring up little bits of, instances with Jack, but then they don't elaborate what happened. There's a point about a dog they had, I believe, or he, I guess, set the dog on fire, and then the house almost was set on fire or something. But that doesn't make whatever. But then the parents, like, the fact that they still had this kid, their son, still, like, in the household with their other two kids. One, that's detrimental to children. The fact that you have a dangerous kid already in your home, and you're going to endanger the lives of your other children over this other one. And then also, one of your other kids is developing a little psychological problems, where he copes. The way he copes through all this is hitting on females and possibly becoming a quagmire in the future. At one point, he's jerking off when he sees the... Oh yeah, this babysitter, she calls her boyfriend over, literally just nonchalantly just calls him up, allows him in the house, and flaunts him around the Jack kid before he goes, bat crazy, bat insane. And then she gets knocked out when they're messing around, wakes up in the bathroom with the horny 15-year-old and, or I'm sorry, the pervert 15-year-old and the younger sister. And that's when the whole movie this entire movie takes place in a bathroom. And it's them running at least twice at the beginning out of the bathroom and then back into the bathroom. And then it's just them talking to Jack through the door. And then he literally, I guess, barricades them in one through, because they have 2 doors apparently in this bathroom. He barricades the one door. But then I didn't understand why she couldn't have tried to go for the. And then the Tyler character, the Quagmire brother, he's like, "Oh yeah, this this house is soundproof, so nobody can hear us scream." I'm like, I wonder why, because he mentions how him and Jack tested it out once or whatever. I'm like, I wonder why. But yeah, I guess the parents are in on it as well because they're, well, I even guess they are in on it because the last shot is they get home when stuff is going down. They stop Jack. They tell him to go to his room. The dad tells him to go to his room. He does. He helps the babysitter Zoe up. But then the next shot, it fades out to black. Then it shows them getting in a car going for ice cream. And then the camera pans to the house, and then it's like I don't know what type of shot that would be. It's like a shot where the camera's facing up, like that, above the characters or whatever, and you have the Zoe character flicking on the light on and off in the bathroom with her unconscious boyfriend, possibly, or dead boyfriend. I'm not sure if he's alive. But yeah, that's the ending. She didn't get away, and I guess they're gonna keep her there, I guess. I don't know why they don't, I don't understand that. I guess the parents are crazy as well. I mean, they're crazy. They were already crazy in the moment. As soon as your kid is possibly, dangerous towards your other kids, and you leave them alone, or you're afraid to leave that kid alone with your other kids, so you have to get a stranger babysitter to watch your older teenage son, which I'm like, but whatever, who's going to college. Even I was like, wait, what? How old is he? Because he should be able to watch. Why do they? But but yeah, that ending I didn't like. Oh, she's alive, but oh, you think she's safe at the end, but no, the parents are gonna protect their kids, or crazy kid. And the one son who's a pervert, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, I guess he's gonna, he, like, flip-flops. He was sort of iffy to me, where I was worried about him and what he was gonna, when she's asleep in the bathroom, because I'm like, I don't know how she can sleep, like, how disturbed this kid is. But and then there's stupid lines of dialogue by the little girl where she's like hungry, but then she's also thirsty. So then Zoe's like, "Here's, I can fix that." And she like sink water or whatever, but she's like, "That's not for drinking. That's for washing hands." I'm like, "Drink the water." They get at one point they order pizza, but like they never get the pizza, which was odd. Because I guess that was weird how maybe he was listening in on their plan or something. That either had to be it, or because he like rings the doorbell, because the plan was when the doorbell rings and he opens the door, they were gonna scream, so whoever, when they open the door, they can hear or whatever. But I guess he punishes them by blasting kid music and not even catchy kid music either. But yeah, does that, then doesn't want to feed them. Cuts his own ear off, apparently, because I thought that was weird. That scene was odd. I don't even know what he did to the boyfriend. I guess because the boyfriend's face looks like half of it was like bleeding on one side, but I wasn't sure what he did to him, because it's not even good. It's not like gory or anything really. Like his skin seemed like it was still there, but just covered in blood, I guess, and some chunks or what. I don't even know what they were trying to do with that. There's no gore in this movie, and they had to like kill the boyfriend or something. I don't know. Like, I thought the whole point with him was to tie the guy up was to interrogate him, which he was, but then, and he has like a buzzsaw or whatever. So you think he was like cutting him up, but no, I guess not really. He cut his own ear off. I'm like, why? I guess to fool them into thinking that he actually harmed the boyfriend, but then not really. But then there's blood on him, so I don't know what he did to his face. And then I'm like, what? Even when she unties, like when they're free out of the bathroom or whatever, when they have because they knock the shelf onto Jack, so he's trapped under the shelf. And instead of bashing his head in, the babysitter's like, "You're not like him. Don't do it." So they let him run free. And I don't know where the boyfriend was, because like she untied his hand, at least one of his hands, so he would have had the time to untie his other arm, get the tape off his legs and whatever, run whatever downstairs. What, I guess he got captured as well, got knocked out by the dad or whatever. They don't go into that. I guess you gotta make that up. This movie, I don't buy the ending. I don't get it at all. The only person that's likable in this, again, is the babysitter. Grant, don't really know much about her, except that she has family issues as well. But and her parents, I guess, I don't understand how her parents never. It's been like a day or so. Like she hasn't called them or anything. So like they haven't even. So I guess her family's crap as well. Yeah, this movie's dumb. It has decent acting by at least 2 people in it. Only 2 people. Everybody else is fine. I don't recommend the film. I would recommend Better Watch Out more. When a Stranger Calls, the remake. Grant, that's PG-13, but this seemed like it should have been PG-13 because there's no gore, really. I don't count the ear because is lame. Yeah, they cuss up you, but you know, in PG-13 films, you're allowed to cuss a bit. So it was like, why wasn't this PG-13? Why isn't it an R? I don't get that. Shouldn't have been an R. Doesn't need to be R. There's not, again, it's not gory. Not graphic at all. It's not scary. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, this rant. Please give it a like and thumbs up. Hit that notification bell down below so you know when I drop more videos. And if you want to request, video, a review, thoughts on, commentary, reaction video, PayPal and Patreon down below in the info box. Thanks for watching, and peace and love.